Hola chicos y chicas, welcome everybody. Primer día de la Pau Gasol Virtual Academy by Santander. Hoy vamos a tener el placer de tener a la entrenadora Becky Hammon, entrenadora asistenta del San Antonio Spurs, y vamos a hacer un pequeño ejercicio de escalfamiento. Yo soy Paula y vamos a estar con el grupo de Initiation. We're going to start right here with the first set. I'm going to have 5 positions in the court, just 1 meter from the rim. 1 metro de la canasta y vamos a hacer el tiro básico, intentar meter 2 seguidas y cuando meto 2 seguidas puedo cambiar a la siguiente posición y así hasta terminar la ronda. Y vamos a practicar un poco y a escalfar esta muñeca. Empezamos. Vamos a tirar. 1, 2, and now I can move to the next spot. When we're going to be done, I'm going to move 1 step back and try to shoot from the same spot and make 2 in the row. Vamos a movernos para atrás, intentar meter 2 canastas seguidas y después poderme mover a la siguiente. Y ahora estamos preparados para el entreno de Becky Hammon. Here we go, guys.
Hi, I'm Becky Hammon with the San Antonio Spurs. I've spent 16 years being a professional basketball player before being on staff with the Spurs, which happens to include a couple stints in Spain, in Valencia, and also Madrid. So I'm excited to be here with you at Paul Gasol's Academy, and we're going to talk about some shooting today. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about with shooting, especially shooting by yourself, is balance. I think this is one of the most important things when you're shooting the basketball, and we got to start with balance and then move our way up. So we talk about our feet. Our feet need to be about shoulder width apart, okay? Maybe even a little bit wider. As young kids, oftentimes you see little kids put their feet real close together because they're trying to get enough power to shoot the ball up. But as you get older, as you progress, it's important that you extend that base a little bit to where it's shoulder width apart, okay, or even a little bit wider. So the other thing with balance, along those same aspects, is we want to make sure we have our feet squared to the target. So wherever the basketball hoop is, okay, you want your right foot, if you're right-handed, to be just slightly in front of your left foot, just a little bit, okay? Your knees should be bent, okay, in an athletic position, okay? We want to be square. Generally, you can take a check on your feet, your hips, and your shoulders. We want these all facing at the basket, okay? From here, we'll talk about your arm, okay, your hand, your shooting hand. So the easiest way for, I think, to get the ball in the right spot is just put the ball out in front of you like this, okay, and just set it there, okay? Should be directly out in front like this, okay? As you can see, the position of the ball, okay, there should be a little space. You don't want it flat on your palm like this, okay? Just a little bit of space. If you were to shoot outside, like a lot of us are during this time, you don't want this palm of your hand to be dirty. You want the finger pads, okay, and this other part of your hands to be dirty when you're shooting outside, okay? You don't want that palm area to be too dirty. Okay, as we hold the ball out in front of us, okay, just nice and square, you can see my fingers kind of line up to the middle of the ball, okay? That's how it's balancing so nicely. Okay, after this, we're going to turn this thing around like this, and I'll go to the side, and we talk about making a C. Okay, we don't want a V, which is down here, and we don't want an L, which is too far out here. Okay, we want a C right here, and if you were to have a pole, okay, a stick that you could draw, it would go right from your knee, your toe to your knee, to your elbow, up through your wrist, okay? Now, younger players, a lot of times you talk about a shooting pocket, okay? A shooting pocket might be down here for younger kids, okay? Because of lack of strength, a lot of times we shoot it for that momentum to get up here. Older kids that have a little bit more strength, it's less about a shooting pocket and more about a shooting window, which is right here, I can see. Okay, that ball is right here. You can see the line is straight through, okay, and we're aligned with our target. After this, we have the athletic stance, okay? We want our eyes. The eyes are super important, obviously. You want to be locked in on that rim. Now, when I was growing up, shooting outside, a lot of times I would be looking at the rim. And one of my coaches told me to pinpoint a spot on the rim. And this really helped. It's a matter of if you were a golfer, you know, swinging a shot for the green or you're swinging a shot to go in the hole. Okay, when your eyes are narrowed in and really focused on what area you want to shoot the ball to on the rim, I think this helps with consistency. It does take a bit of training, but the younger we start, the better. Okay, so I used to train my eyes. There's a rim, and on every rim, they have what we call eyelets. Okay, and these eyelets hold up the net. They go all the way around the rim. Okay, and I would look at the back eyelet. So wherever I was, opposite that back eyelet, I used to miss. I would started aiming at the front eyelet, and I found myself to be coming up short. So I'd rather be long in my shots. So I just made the adjustment myself. Everybody's different. I think you have to do what's comfortable to you, but training your eyes to be consistently locked in is going to be huge for you to become a successful shooter. So as we lock in on that rim, once we're in the shooting motion, okay, we're here, okay, you have that window. Like I said, maybe it might be down here for maybe players that aren't as strong. Older players were up here. Okay, as we jump, we might take a little step if we're right-handed. Might take a little step with that right foot. Okay, that's perfectly normal. Right foot, you're gonna come up, eyes locked on the rim. Once your eyes, whether you're shooting a free throw, a three-pointer, whatever it is, once your eyes become locked on that rim, you don't take them off, okay? Once you decide to shoot. So once we decide to shoot, here it comes. You're gonna see the elbow extend here, okay? And then a snap of the wrist and a follow through, okay? Like we said before, you should see some wrinkles in your wrist, okay? We don't want it like this. What that does is that when we have that follow through, it causes the ball to come out with some nice rotation, okay? Gives the ball a nice flight pattern. After that, it is natural a little bit to fade 6 to 10 inches depending on how high you jump forward. Okay, we talk about balance, and we don't want to be overly balanced going forward, but we don't want to be going back, and we don't necessarily want to be going straight. A little momentum forward with keeping your balance and your footwork and your eyes all locked in. Okay, so a natural drift, you oftentimes see these NBA guys flop and they jump, or they kick a leg out trying to get, but for a natural shooter, we call it a natural shooting motion. And if we were contesting a call in a game, we'd say that's not a natural shooting motion, okay? Because they came too far forward, or they were kicking or coming out to the side. A natural shooting motion, 6 to 10 inches of drift forward is okay. The important thing is that we stick our landing, okay? Basically, when you come up, you shoot, you have that follow through. Once you land, you want a nice land and hold that follow through until you see the ball go through the net, okay? There's no need to watch the ball once you let it go. Gravity will bring it down, guaranteed. So once you shoot the ball, you keep your eyes locked in on that rim. For me, the far eyelet, until I see the ball go in the rim. Okay? Obviously, when talking about our feet, this would be a natural shooting position for a right-handed player. Okay? If you're left-handed, this left foot might be a little bit more forward. Okay, all the mechanics can be swung right over to the left side. Okay, but since we're right-handed, okay, we're going to talk about this. One thing I forgot to add, guide hand. Okay, guide hand really. Okay, if I were to do this, I'd make a T with my thumbs here, and then kind of space it out from there, depending on how big your hands are. Okay. So once we got it here, our feet are here, we're in a good athletic position, okay? And a little step, maybe, to jump up into your shot to get a little explosion. Like I said, that 6 to 10 inches, maybe even 12 inches. It's some natural movement and momentum forward. Again, a little momentum forward is good. A couple things when we were talking about shooting the basketball. So there's a few different things that you can do, okay? So one would be a 1-2 rhythm shot, okay? And I'm talking about your feet. So a 1-2, okay, would look something like this. If you're coming around, a 1-2 would be 1-2, okay, and up into the shot. Another shot would be a basic primary catch and shoot spot, okay? So you're planted in a spot, you're waiting for your teammate to pass it to you. This kind of footwork, you can talk about a primary planted foot. So I might be here, okay? My left foot is forward. My hands are ready to catch the ball. Okay, I'm giving my passer a nice target. A good pass is really key in getting a great shot off. Okay, so give them that target. Okay, and as you catch the ball, move this up a little bit. As you catch the ball, okay, here it comes. This step and up into your shot. Okay, that would be a primary one planted foot. Okay, as you go along, and as we start talking about this a little bit more, we'll talk about switching up your plant foot, which foot you plant, going in different directions.
Gracias, Coach Hammon. Y nada, vamos a empezar el primer ejercicio que consta de las 5 posiciones que hemos marcado con los conos. Y bueno, nos colocamos directamente delante del sitio, con un pie más para atrás. Nos vamos a autotirar el balón, recoger el pie y sobre todo con la posición de la mano con forma de C y dejando un espacio dentro de la palma de la mano. Empezamos. Cinco tiros de cada posición. Y vamos cambiando. En el siguiente, sobre todo, fijándonos con el pie, con la forma del pie y saltando un poco. Seguimos, chicos. Y así en todas las posiciones que tenemos marcadas. 5 en cada sitio. Venga, vámonos.
The other one is just a plain. Your feet are already ready. Your hands are right here. And as the ball comes, you're just right up into your shot. No movement. Very efficient. So the goal here is, as you practice your shooting, you become so efficient with your movements. As little movements as possible with your shot prep, catching the ball, eyes locked on the rim. You want to be efficient. And then as you become efficient, you get quicker and quicker with these kinds of releases, okay? And just keep in mind, anytime you're doing something new, there is going to be an adjustment period of maybe not feeling comfortable, whether it's adjusting your hand, your feet, your balance. So give yourself a little bit of grace there and expect there to be some errors as you move forward in adjusting and perfecting your shot.
El siguiente ejercicio, chicos, se trata de las 5 posiciones, otra vez que tenemos marcadas, pero vamos a estar directamente estáticos, en el mismo sitio, sin mover los pies. Lo único que nos vamos a fijar es con el balance del cuerpo y a la vez tirando. Vamos a colocar los pies enfocados en el aro y lo único que vamos a hacer es autotirarnos el balón, recoger y tirar. Y así, 5 veces de cada posición. Vamos a hacer 3 tiros y cambiamos. Nos autotiramos el pase, recogemos y tiramos. We're going to throw the ball and shoot. Each spot, just make sure you try to prove yourself and shoot the ball as much efficiency as you can. And the last spot, right here.
So we've talked about a little bit about our footwork on stationary shots and catch and shoot situations. The next thing we want to talk about is off the dribble. So for right-handed players, again, if we're going and coming down the floor and we're dribbling with our right hand, okay, it's going to look a little bit like this. We want, as we come into our shot, we have our planted foot here. Okay, again, we got to keep in mind balance, momentum, and being squared, okay, coming off of the dribble. So as I put the ball down, okay, it's going to be a little bit harder dribble than usual because you want that dribble, that last dribble, and step to take you right up into your shot. Okay, so as you come off, you dribble. Okay, it's right up into the shot. Again, you want to pound that ball a little bit more so that it comes up. Your elbow is nice and underneath the basketball. We got our C and we go into a clean shot. Okay, your dribbling and your gather. A lot of people fumble the gather. So a lot of times just practicing gathers into your shot, both left-handed and right-handed, can really improve your percentages while shooting the ball off the dribble. Left-handed, one key when we're doing the same thing. Okay, so let's say we're dribbling left-handed. Here we come. As we turn, we're dribbling left. The basket's over here. Okay, as we turn and as we plant, okay, that last dribble, we want to bring that ball over. Okay, we don't want to have our right hand go out here to try to grab it, then square up. Okay, again, we want no wasted movements. We want to be efficient with our movements. So part of that is understanding how this left one goes. When you dribble, okay, you're going to bring that left hand. It's going to just come to the side of the ball, right into your shooting pocket or your shooting window. Okay, it's not a typical up and down dribble. Okay, you're going to bring it over to that side. And just practicing both that just stationary off the dribble like this, like I'm doing right here. Okay, or left. Okay, can help with your ball handling and the feel of the ball in your hand as you're going fast and you pick up speed, say, throughout the game.
Ahora, como dice Coach Hammon, vamos a hacer un ejercicio utilizando la derecha como la izquierda. Se trata de, estando estáticamente, que nos vamos a tirar el balón, haciendo, como hemos hecho en el primer ejercicio, la pierna para atrás, la llevaremos, pero con un bote. Y rápidamente cogeremos el balón, intentando practicar después el tiro, rápido y eficiente. Vamos ahí. Empezamos con esta posición, equilibrados, mirando el aro, y estamos, nos autopasamos el balón, cogemos un bote y para arriba. Otra vez, chicos, here we go. Autopase, recogemos, paso para atrás, bote y para arriba. Cambiamos de posición. Just make sure, guys, we're just looking up, straight up, and make sure the movement is ready. We're just gonna throw the ball, pick it up, get back, a dribbling, and shoot. Same, we're gonna throw the ball, pick it up, let it back, dribbling, and shoot. Try to make it faster as you can, and it's going to be harder. We're gonna throw the ball, pick it up, get it back, dribbling, and shoot. Espero que paráis atención a todas las pequeñas cosas que vamos diciendo, porque realmente, ni que no tiréis en el aro, practicar el balón, nos lo tiramos, paso para atrás, para adelante, y la posición ya va a ser un gran cambio para vosotros.
If you want to become a great shooter, in whatever level you are, beginners, intermediate, collegiate, professional level type shooter, one of the most important things is just starting in close, okay? Being perfect on your form. Now, if you're young, let's say you're 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, and you're having troubles shooting a big basketball, okay, into a 10-foot hoop, it's better to go down a basketball size, say like a youth basketball size, maybe lower the rim to 9 or 8 feet, and practice on this. Because what happens is kids so much, because they're trying so hard and they don't have the strength yet, they shoot the ball in all sorts of funky ways. Well, what happens is they never really fix those problems that they had. So a lot of times, you have different things going on that mechanically just are not sound. So for the younger players, if you need to lower the rim or get a smaller ball, do that. It's better to create these good habits and these good forms. The proprioception that your body will retain going through these, perfect shooting drills will serve you well down the road, and you don't have to self-correct as much down the road if we do it right from the beginning. Okay, so whether you're Steph Curry or you can go down the list of great shooters, Patty Mills, Danny Green, Kyrie, whoever it might be, okay? We want to start in close here, okay? And again, as you go through these drills, I would suggest writing it down or making a goal for yourself. So let's say my goal is I want to make 5 swishes at each of these spots to start my workout. Okay, 5 swishes. You can go around and you can even do it with just one-handed, real slow and real methodical. Okay, be very deliberate about your balance, your feet, your elbow being tucked in. We don't want our elbow out here. Okay, we want it right above that kneecap. Okay, and going up through the basketball. So after we do this, okay, so you go around, you make 5 shots at each spot. You can do it one of 2 ways. You can make 5 or you can take 5, but you keep track of your makes either way. As you progress throughout your summer workouts or your off-season workouts, you can see where your improvement comes. Maybe you favor one side of the floor over the other side of the floor. Maybe you shoot better on the right side than the left side. So these are all little intricacies that if you keep track of your scores from these spots as you go, you can kind of figure out maybe you need to spend more time on one side than the other. And as we go and talk about pivoting and footwork and switching up your feet as you're coming off some of these actions, again, it'll give you a good intel into where you are in your shooting progression. Okay, so we start in close right here. Again, 5 makes. Okay, nothing crazy. Everybody can do that. You can do this by yourself. If you have a passer, great. But if you get it, okay, let's say you miss, you have to run and chase it down. If you're going to shoot by yourself, you have to be the master of the self-toss. Okay, in order to self-toss, okay, you put a little bit of the backspin, you throw it to the spot that you want to go, you run up to it. Okay, jump stop, square up, or whatever. But we're going to talk about a lot about self-toss today if you're shooting by yourself. Okay, so once we go here, we just move it out about 3 or 4 more feet, extend, okay, like that. Also, if you want, it never hurts to add a spot. So if you want to start in here, add these spots, and you come out here, okay, and you hit these 7 spots. Okay, so again, keeping track of your makes, your misses, and whatnot, and logging into that.
Y ahora, chicos, vamos a hacer una técnica de tiro. Significa, con las 5 posiciones que tenemos aquí, intentar colocarnos delante del aro, con la mano completamente estirada, practicando la técnica, girando el balón, flexionando, intentando meter 5 canastas seguidas de cada posición. Y una vez nos sentimos cómodos y estamos realmente ya adaptados, podemos tirar un paso para atrás y hacer lo mismo. Y lo que vamos a practicar aquí es lo que hacen uno de los mejores jugadores del mundo. Así, nos giramos, flexionamos y tiramos. Otra vez. Recto, giramos y estiramos. Cambiamos otra vez. We're just going to make sure we're going to stand up our arm, just bring it back, and then just make the movement with our legs and our body. Just another time, like this, and just give it there. And from right here, we're just going to try to just make it clear. Same time. 1, and then remembering the shape of the C. Espero, chicos, que ahora cuando estéis un poco más acostumbrados y habéis metido unas cuantas, tiramos un paso para atrás y hacemos lo mismo. Otra vez así, flexionados y tiramos. Cuando ya tenemos la perfección, podemos coger la ayuda de la otra mano y hacer lo mismo. Y así, tirar. De aquí. De aquí. Y por último, del medio. Seguidamente podríamos hacer toda la rotación. Y recordar, a ver cuántos podéis meter vosotros.
So once you do that, you start to get warmed up. One of the things that I like to do after we've extended it a little bit, you've gone through, you've done stationary shots, okay? Again, perfect feet, perfect eyes, perfect follow through, everything is perfect, okay? What we can do is the self-toss. Self-toss, here, jump, stop, into it, okay? And pivot one way or the other, one pivot, one fluid motion. Okay, one fluid motion into your shot. Okay, what this helps work on, again, is proprioception on the spin. Also a big helper in locating your spot on the rim, okay, and training those eyes to lock in quickly. Okay, so again, the self-toss, again, to these spots. Turn, you'll jump stop, turn and shoot. No wasted movement. Your pivot takes you right into your shot. Okay?
Venga, chicos, que queda poco. Ahora nos vamos a focalizar con un tiro con un poco de movimiento. Vamos a estar enfocados no rectamente al aro, sino de lateral. Nos vamos a lanzar el balón y con un tiempo vamos a parar y tirar. Vamos a verlo. Tiramos el balón, giramos y tiramos. Recordando, sobre todo, la mecánica que ya hemos estado preparando. Just throw the ball, jump, and shoot it. We're just going to go to the next spot, and we're just going to do the same. We can just look the basket to that side, or we can just turn around and do the other side. Just throw the ball, go, and shoot it. Let's do it again. We're just going to throw the ball, catch, and shoot. And we're just going to go to the next spot and try to make 5 baskets from each spot. Recordar, chicos, intentar hacer el movimiento más seguido posible y haciendo todas las técnicas que Coach Hammon nos ha dicho. Vámonos.
So a drill that we do with our guys for shooting to get reps, to get rhythm, every game day is we have a thing called Spurs shooting. And what it is we have a passer and a rebounder, okay? You guys working out at home, again, the self-pass is going to be your best friend, okay? Again, you put a little English on it, you run into it, and you work on your pivot. You can pivot off your right foot into a shot. You can pivot off your left foot into a shot. It's your choice. The thing is when you're working on this is we want perfect balance, perfect momentum, perfect eyes, follow through elbow. Everything is in alignment on every shot, okay? So we'll start here, okay, and we'll make, say, 10 or 15 shots. Okay, so you got stationary. If you have to rebound yourself, again, toss it out, make 10 or 15 shots there, your choice. After that, you're gonna start movement. So now if I'm here, I'm gonna toss the ball here, I'm gonna catch it, I'm gonna inside pivot. Okay, what does inside pivot mean? Okay, it means this is the middle of the floor. Okay, we call that the midline. Okay, and as I'm running up here, okay, that would mean my left foot is closest to this line, right? Because I'm going this direction. Okay, so my left foot is closest to this line, and I'm gonna plant that left foot, catch it, square up, and shoot the ball. Okay, now, if I'm up here and I'm going down to the baseline, my right foot is now the inside foot, my foot closest to this midline. Okay, so I'll catch that, plant that right foot, square up, and shoot. Okay, next spot, we go elbow to elbow, okay? Again, elbow to elbow is fun. Again, you can go back and forth, okay, tossing it to yourself because you're gonna have a different plant foot every time. So here, going this direction, again, what foot's closest to that line? It would be my right foot, so I'm gonna plant my right foot, okay? Go in this direction. If I'm running this direction, my left foot will be closest to that midline, so I'm gonna plant that left foot and go up into my shot, okay? All this stuff that we're doing can also be progressed to a catch, okay, and then off the dribble. So you can practice going left, practice going right, pull-up jumpers, okay? After we go elbow to elbow, okay, we're gonna go down here, elbow baseline again, okay? And then we'll end on the baseline. Okay, again, making 10 or 15 shots. Again, keep track. Maybe you do it for time. You can do it however you want to do it, hitting those shots. I want to make 10 shots at each spot for time. You can break it up different ways you want, whatever you want for your training. After we do that, we move them out to 3, okay? And we'll make 10 right here at these spots, okay? As we go around, and those are just, again, self-toss, you run up, you grab, you can shoot it, working on different pivot feet, or even stationary. Okay, so that's Spurs shooting.
Y ahora, chicos, vamos a hacer un ejercicio de parada. Nos vamos a fijar sobre todo en los pies. Vamos a empezar de esta posición y lo que vamos a hacer es hacer un autopase, tirándonos el balón y enfocando los pies para el aro cuando cogemos el balón. Vamos a hacerlo. Tiramos el balón, cogemos, 1, 2 y tiramos. Volvemos a la posición, si tenemos un reboteador mucho mejor, y si no, cogeríamos nuestro tiro y nos colocaríamos otra vez en la posición, autopase, cogemos y tiramos. Después de este ejercicio, vamos a coger el balón desde the elbow side, and we're just going to throw it to the other, grab it to the inside, outside, and shoot. And we can do it at the same time from this side to the other side. We're going to throw the ball, right, left, and shoot it at the same time. Espero, chicos, que os haya servido de bastante este ejercicio, sobre todo fijándonos en los pies. Y ahora, para complicarlo un poco más, nos vamos a ir a la línea de tiro de 3. Vamos a coger el balón y vamos a estar desde el córner, por ejemplo. Vamos a tirar el balón, interior, exterior con la parada sobre todo, fijándonos con los pies y tirando, recordando la técnica que nos dijo Coach Becky. Tiramos el balón, 1, 2 y tiramos. Podemos hacer diferentes posiciones, intentando sobre todo fijándonos con los pies. Igualmente podemos cambiar la rotación y tirarnos el balón para el otro lado y hacer derecha, izquierda. Here we go, guys. Let's just throw the ball, right, left, and shoot it. And at the same time, do it again. Throw the ball, right, left, and shoot it. Sobre todo, chicos, este reto significa realmente fijaros en la forma de los pies y lanzar 10 o 15 tiros de cada posición. Y cuando ya estéis más cómodos en cada una, ir más para atrás y en la línea de 3 intentar meter.
Lastly, one of the drills that I like to do, which is just a fun drill, and I think you can make it competitive with yourself, is one that involves a little bit of running, a little bit of conditioning, a little bit more on the move, okay? So I call it a 30-point game. You can make it a 42-point game if you'd like, okay? But the original 30-point game goes like this, okay? So there's 5 spots, okay? Here's the 5 spots. Okay, you start with a 3. Okay, you shoot a 3. Okay, if you make or miss, you get 3 points or you don't get 3 points. You're gonna get your rebound. You're gonna dribble back out here, self-toss, okay? 1 dribble pull-up, either direction. This is worth 2 points. Okay, you get your rebound. Self-toss again. Reverse pivot, front pivot, whatever you want. You can shot fake. Then it's a drive for 1 point. So you have a total of 6 points on each spot, okay? This gets really competitive when you get 1 or 2 guys in there. And again, like I said, you can even make it competitive with yourself. Anything with competitiveness, I'm all for, because it speeds you up a little bit. It makes it interesting. It makes each shot count. So again, 3-pointer, 2 points for the pull-up, 1 point for the layup. You get back out, self-toss, 3-point shot, get your rebound, come back out, self-toss, 1 dribble pull-up either direction, okay? Get your rebound, self-toss, drive it in. To make it interesting, don't just do a simple layup, mix it up. Maybe you go same hand, same foot. So I jump off the same foot that I'm shooting with. Maybe I do a reverse, maybe I do a Euro step, something different on the layup, creative, not other than just your traditional layup. If your skill level is not so great, maybe just work on your layups then. But we do want to make sure that we're working both left and right-handed on our finishes.
Ahora, chicos y chicas, la parte que nos gusta más a todos. Una competición que se trata de un juego a 30 puntos. Vamos a hacer un tiro de 3, que va a valer 3 puntos. Un tiro de 2 sobre bote, que va a valer 2 puntos. Y vamos a finalizar con una entrada un poco más diferente que la habitual. Vamos a ello. We're going to be in the 3-point line. We're going to shoot. We're not going to have any kind of score. We're going to get the ball, do a dribbling, shoot. We're not going to have any point. And we're going to finish with a layup. Ahora vamos a ir A la posición de 45 grados vamos a hacer lo mismo. Vamos a tirar un triple. Vamos a coger, ya tenemos 3 puntos, recordamos, cogemos un bote, tiro y tiro de 2. Llevamos ya 5 puntos. Vamos a hacer una finta, cruzamos y una entrada así. Vamos a tener los 6 puntos. Recordar, intentar ser competitivos y hacer el máximo de puntos posibles. Venga, chicos.
42-point game. You just add two spots here. So we go here, 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 and here. Okay, 42 points possible. Keep your score. May the best shooter win.
Y el último ejercicio más competitivo como el anterior va a ser a 42 puntos. Lo que vamos a hacer es añadir 2 posiciones extras. Y va a ser el corner, 45, un poco más en el medio, la del medio y seguidamente igual a las otras últimas 3 posiciones. Vamos a ello, a hacer un poco de ejemplo. We're going to do in the 3-point line, a shot, in the 2, and then a layup at the end. We're going to shoot. We're not going to remember our score. We're just going to grab the ball, make a fake. We're going to have 2 points, and at the end, we're just going to try to make a different layup. And now, vamos a ir a la posición que habitualmente no tenemos más vista, que es un poco al lado del centro, y vamos a hacer lo mismo. Tirar de 3, que no vamos a tener ningún punto. Una finta y de 2. Y finalizaremos con una entrada un poco más diferente. A ver, chicos, si podéis tener el máximo de puntos posibles y a ver quién me supera. ¡Vámonos! Well, guys, the practice with Coach Hammon and it's over. Don't worry, I hope you learned a bunch of things. Make sure you remember those details that we just emphasized during the practice, and I hope you have a great time. Well, I hope you see you soon. Nada, chicos, el entreno de hoy se ha acabado. Espero que os haya gustado, habéis disfrutado con Coach Hammon y yo. Y nada, espero veros mañana. ¡Vámonos!